Welcome back to Cook Brothers Garage. I'm the brain. There's Pinky. She's still upset. And there's my brother. He's looking at that. He's like, ain't no way. I have no sense of getting that shipped. But I tell you what, Fingerhut has actually pulled through and did pretty good. And I'll tell you what they did. After I put that post on Facebook and the videos on YouTube, they sit there and they got in contact with me, and they told me that I should never receive that package like that, especially after how I waited. And they told me that they're going to completely refund me for the package and the shipping and the item, and told me to keep the item, which works, but it needs parts. And they emailed me this morning, and they're going to see if they can get me the parts from their vendor. So might have a fully functioning working one for free, which after waiting a month because I ordered it for Christmas, and then their vendor dropping the ball, and then their customer service dropping the ball when I called them. See, what happened was on December 14th I ordered it. The shipping label was created on December 15th, and UPS was ready for the package, and it said estimated delivery date of the 22nd of December. So I'm like, that works out and everything. Well, it's that one vendor they have in California that I always had problems with. I got toolboxes from Fingerhut, and I mean, it's same thing. They would, within 3 days, they'd say, ready. The shipping label was created and ready to ship out, but UPS didn't receive a package till like a month later. I mean, it's always that one, so I'm pretty sure that one warehouse now is pretty much either going to have new employees, or either they're going to find a new vendor warehouse. But that's going to be on them to decide, not me. But they did make it right by me, and I'm just waiting to see if they're going to ship me and see if they're able to get the extra parts. But they made me whole for waiting. Basically, they gave me the credit on my account and all that. But on that note, I'm pretty satisfied with how they done it, but they need to get better vendors. There ain't no sense in me waiting from that. It's crazy. And then, I waited until after Christmas to even contact Fingerhut. And I sit there and send them an email. It was the 26th, 27th. I sent them an email. Got one back. It says, we have shipped out your package. Please be patient and contact us if it's, so many days after the supposed to be delivery date. I think it was like 5. I don't know. So I'm like, well, okay. So it's supposed to be there 22nd. So 5 days after that, which I gave them a couple days. So I made it a week, even a week after that, and emailed them back. Same thing. And then I had to explain everything all to the email again. It's like different people reading the email, but they don't have access to go back to the old email to read. So I just it's crazy. So they told me to contact them back, I think the 31st of December. So instead of sending them an email, I called them on the phone. Well, guess what they told me? Same damn thing, that UPS has got the package and that I got to wait for them to deliver it. And I told them I got off the phone with UPS because I called UPS with a tracking number, and they said they have not received the package. That the label was created, but it's not in UPS's hands. So they can't deliver something they don't have. So after I got off the phone with them, I explained it to them. They said I still had to wait 2 or 3 days. So I waited 2 or 3 more days, called them again, same runaround. So at this point, I was getting fed up. So I contacted on Facebook and put a Facebook post about not getting, the product and all this and that. Well, the Facebook on their Fingerhut actually contacted me back and actually tried to help, and they emailed their vendor. Well, I didn't hear nothing back for a couple of days, and I contacted them again through Facebook Messenger, and they emailed their vendor again because they haven't heard nothing from their vendor. So about 3 days later, I messaged them again because I haven't heard nothing back from them. And I'm like, well, I guess Fingerhut don't give a, holy baloney about getting people's stuff. But what it was, I guess they was in the middle of contacting the vendor, calling them or whatnot. But that same day, I called them, got a hold of them, And what they done is they went ahead and reordered the item. So I'm like, well, that's fine. And they's going to, give me, free shipping and, a discount on, all the BS customer service and waiting and not getting a package. That's all fine and good. Well, the next day I went and checked my emails and stuff. And in that email I got from Fingerhut where they ordered it, I got another email the next day that says that item was no longer available and that the order has been canceled. But I got a message from Fingerhut on Facebook said the vendor has just shipped out your item and you should be getting it within a week. Which I checked the original tracking number, and sure enough, UPS has got the package. So then about a week later, as you've seen in previous videos, I got my package and it was tore all to pieces. So there's that. But Fingerhut's making it right, but I mean they dropped the ball through this entire ordeal, and I ain't the only one that done that too. You can go on various websites and Facebook or whatever and look at some of the customer reviews, and I mean this has happened to more than one people, but yet they keep letting it happen. Now the only reason I got Fingerhut was to help me with my credit. Yes, the stuff they sell, I mean some of it's name brand, I mean like DeWalt tools, stuff like that, but you're paying more than if you went to a box store and got like Walmart or Tractor Supply. You're paying more. But you also, getting credit, and, you're paying interest on that credit too. So if you pay more than what you're supposed to, you can pay all that off. But why they charge more on all their products is to help them, because there's a lot of people that get the stuff, don't pay for it, and then then Fingerhut don't get their money. And so they have to raise their prices. So, that's Fingerhut's deal. Which, if you want to get something from Fingerhut, go ahead. You want to build your credit, go ahead. But just keep eye on them shipping package and keep calling and keep emailing. If worst comes to worst, go to social media. I guarantee you, if you go to social media, they will jump and work on the ball because they don't want to look bad on social media. So that worked in my favor. And just to recap, they actually made me whole. They sit there and they gave me credit. And that wood splitter, log splitter, I think they sell it for like $500 some. And I got one up there at Tractor Supply Company for $329. It's a different brand, of course. But, I was like, I could sit there and order another one that Fingerhut's got because the one I wanted is out of stock. But I'm like, no, I mean, I ain't going to worry about the shipping. So, they made me whole. They gave me my money back and they let me keep the product, which, I mean, if they would have had me ship it back to them, they'd just be out of, another $100 and some shipping for a piece of junk that I don't know what they're going to do with. So, but they're going to give me the pieces that are broke, pieces that are missing. So that's going to be, one, and I mean, that makes me whole, makes me feel better, and I mean, they stepped up, but it should never got to this point. But now you'll see a little unboxing video of the one I got from Tractor Supply Company, and I'll have Pinky help record that one. And I just brought it in the garage, got me a nice fire going, and that's the electric splitter that I'm giving to my mama because I got me a gas one, and I want to get her electric one because sometimes I split the pieces of wood too big for her to get in the stove, and sometimes she just wants little ones easier to pick up. So I got that for her. She can just bust it whenever she wants to, inside nice and warm and all that. But I got her one, and we're going to be unboxing it here. All right, Pinky, come here to unbox this. You got to hold the camera. I'm going to turn the camera around. And let me show you. See? Garage wood fire. It's nice, ain't it, Pinky? Alright, make sure that I'm in the camera. Alright. This is one from Tractor Supply Company for $329. And as you see, that one was from Fingerhut, $500 some, but they made me whole. It works. It needs to be messed with, but I mean, it works. But as you can see, this box is actually taped up, all put together, not big holes ripped in or nothing like that. Now let's see how good a shape this one's in. I guarantee you this is going to be a lot better shape than the other one. I can tell you that from just the shape of the box. I'm going to use extra tape on this. That's smart. no tape. I don't know why you send something out with no tape on it. Especially through UPS. And look at that. The styrofoam polished, not broke. That's actually a pretty thick, tough box too. It's a lot thicker than that box. Come here, look. That's at least a double wall thick box. See, that's at least a double wall thick box. That one was just like a single wall thick box. So I mean, even the box is different. This is a different brand. This is Earthquake. I don't know who makes that, but. And this one was G Power American Professional Grade. It splits wood. That's all I can say about the green one. Oh, another thing. I didn't realize this until after got talking to the other day. Got talking to Fingerhut through Facebook Messenger. That the item was actually red. They don't have a code or nothing to get a green wood splitter. So I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. And I was like, you're right. It was supposed to be red. Because I went back and even shared that on my original post on Facebook that I got a green one, but you had to order the red one, and they don't have a code or nothing. You ain't supposed to be able to get a green one. So there's that. So what I'm thinking is that the vendor didn't have it in stock, but yet they didn't mention that to Fingerhut, so they couldn't update their item on Fingerhut that said out of stock or back order. So what they probably done was went for a month looking for one, and they just found one that kind of like resembles the one that they have on the web page, and they just slapped some stickers on there, because that's a sticker. They slapped some stickers on there and stuff, and like, here you go. It might not be the right color, but it's a wood splitter. And like for extra points, because I probably got them in trouble where I kept calling and messaging them, stuff for a vendor. Fingerhut kept messaging them. They probably got mad and dropped it off forklift. And then shipped it out because there was no tape on the box. And I mean, the only thing that was holding that package in there was them 2 plastic straps. I mean, it didn't make no sense. This don't got no plastic straps, but I bought it in the store. But there's one thing I have to say. Oh look, and look at that all together, not ripped all to shreds. And look, it's a red one. Oh, it's magic. Actually, the right color. And actually, if you come closer, it looks like it's built a little better, or a lot better. As you can see, that is actually built better than that one. I mean, it's got the same architecture, but you got these big round tubes here and all that. You got that little bitty metal plate. You got this big piece here, and on that you got 3 pieces bolted together. That's all welded solid. That's welded too, but which that's tape. See that other one didn't have tape. It didn't have this packaging. It didn't have. I think it did have plastic, didn't it? Around it, yeah, it had plastic around it. But it didn't have this tape on the hydraulic rod there. This is hard to rip apart. That other one just took my hand and it fell apart. Boy, on the other one, I just barely took my hand and it just come apart. This one, you got to force it apart. So on top of that, you really got to force the box apart. There, fine. Let me dry it on the box. Oh, this has actually got a circuit breaker built into the air box. Oh, this is a lot heavier than the other one. Looks bolts and pieces to actually put this one together, because the other one I got from Fingerhut is all ripped to shreds. And look at that, the wheels are not mounted. Now why was that and the wheels mounted in the box? I still think it was a used one, or either they got it from somewhere else. And they so happened to send it out and they was getting in trouble. That's my thinking on it. I need my wire clippers. Laid them over here. Working on my house the other day. I'm going to my brother's house, but you know. But as you can tell, it's not all beat up and broken. It's in a lot better shape. This is actually shipped to the stores. Rub that piece out there. Not too strong. Alright, but if you come over here, you see this has got a circuit breaker. So if it stalls, you can just hit that and reset it. And there's that button. And then there's the handle. So it operates like the other one. You hit the button down, hold that down, and it goes forward. And then it goes and it splits the wood. And then you let off the power, let off the switch, and it comes back. I don't know why they couldn't put the power and the lever all together, which that's what I'm going to do is that one. Trying to get this darn tip over here without turning nothing up. But anyways, I say this is going to run good. I ain't going to make a video about it running because it's going to run real good. And I noticed another difference. That's got a metal housing for the fan that cools the electric motor. It's in plastic. That one looks like a bigger motor as well. Bigger electric motor. But I mean, I don't have nothing to test how many amps or whatever it pulls, but this one looks like altogether bigger, better, stronger. But I mean, maybe about a couple of inches bigger. But the motor's a lot bigger. Once I get the extra piece of this, and I'll put them side by side in a future video so y'all can look at it and make up your own mind. But if I was y'all and deal with Fingerhut, I mean, I would avoid ordering big items. I mean, I ordered a pressure washer. I even ordered a lawnmower from them. Toolboxes, multiple toolboxes. I mean, I'd order them, get them, you know, but most of the time they was about a month, 2 months late. And I mean, within 3 days, I mean, I'd get the shipping notification within 3 days they shipping out and they charge my account that I have with them. But yet, their vendor doesn't ship it out until they feel like it. And by the time, you know, they feel like it, you've done contacted Fingerhut a bunch and then they get contacted. So, I mean, this is the 5th time it happened to me. And I mean, it ain't gonna happen no more. I'll probably keep my account, keep it active. I mean, I might buy a pair of shoes once a year or something, or every 6 months, or you know, something small that I know I'll be able to get because I make sure it's not nothing big from that one factory. But I mean, they used to be a real good company, and I mean, they charged more, but now they charge a hell of a lot more. But I mean, they used to have great customer service, but now the customer service is terrible. But I guess that's about all, and that was a video that I made after Fingerhut got in contact with me and what I did, you know. Got that all done. So there's that, and just be careful out there when you buy stuff online. I mean, you can go to the store and order it or get it. I mean, that's what I would prefer, but sometimes you got to order stuff online. But they should do a lot better in the customer service part than to say, hey, the same thing over and over if you contact them multiple times. Because you have an account with them, it should be all in that account, and it should be pulled up automatically. And you know, because they ask you for, you know, the last 4 digits of your Social Security and all that stuff. So you make sure that you calling the right people or messaging the right people. But I tell you though, they should do a lot better on the customer service because they're going to lose a lot of good customers. And once I get my credit score up high enough and stuff, and get me some other credit, I'm going to cancel that account. And I got $5,000 with Fingerhut. So I mean, but I'd say I'm going to maybe keep it active for a little while longer. But after I get this wood rack paid off, I bought a wood rack at the same time I bought my wood splitter or log splitter. And I mean, I got it 22nd because it was supposed to be shipped out, but it shipped out from New Jersey. So that was a totally different vendor. But anyways, this is Cook Brothers Garage. And I'm going to get on off of here and get this all put together and get some wood split and clean a chimney and a bunch of other things. But I'm the brain. And there's Pinky. She's still mad, ain't you, Pinky? And then there's my brother. But y'all take it easy and y'all have a great day. I'm out of here.